I am 22-year-old Moesha Thomas from the village of Sufria, and it is my pleasure to invite you to the Miss Dominica pageant carded for the 16th of February 2023. My platform, Empowering Women Through Sports, is inspired by my experience as an athlete and a coach. Sports has the ability to inspire. It has the ability to be a great driver for gender equality by teaching women the values of teamwork, self-reliance, and resilience. Sports boosts confidence, a quality important for growth. Join me as I show support to and advocate for our female athletes and those who aspire to become one. See you at the Carnival City on the 16th of February.
Hello and welcome to Journey to the Throne. We are here with Miss Moesha Thomas, who is representing Sufria in the Miss Dominica 2023 pageant. Hello Moesha, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome. And we know that you're taking part in the Miss Dominica pageant this year. Can you tell us what sparked your interest in pageantry?
I have been thinking about the Miss Dominica pageant for a while, but I've never been confident enough to take part. Recently, someone told me that the Miss Dominica pageant is a development program, and the career that I want to go into coaching, and that requires authority leadership. I believe that the Miss Dominica pageant is a start to preparing me for becoming someone more confident, more determined. That will be a perfect preparation for what I want to get into.
Now, you spoke of confidence, and I can actually say, being a past contestant myself, that it does help boost your confidence. You also spoke of authority and sports, and we know that your platform for the Miss Dominica pageant this year is Empowering Women Through Sports. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit more of why you chose that platform?
Usually when people speak about sports and the benefits of it, they tend to focus a lot on the physical aspects or career paths.
Right.
So when you go into sports, you can become a strength and conditioning coach, a nutritionist. You could also get into sports psychology, which is important for an athlete's mind. But we forget often that sports boosts confidence, as I mentioned.
Yes.
It increases self-resilience and determination. These things, I believe, are characteristics important when you're going into the working world. As I focused on women because we are moving towards a world with gender equality. In Dominica, we have made a lot of progress with that, but we're not only going to stay in Dominica, we're planning to grow and move abroad. These are characteristics that you need as a woman when you get out there, that regardless of how many people are against you or the factors that work against what you want to accomplish, when you are confident and you are determined and you are resilient, you can overcome all of these things and become what it is that you want to become.
I love that. That's actually really thoughtful and a very good platform, I must say. And one of the things that you spoke of confidence, let's go back to confidence. One of the things that may bring down your confidence in the pageant is public criticism. Have you faced any of that on your journey thus far? And if so, how have you handled that criticism?
I have to say I'm lucky because I have not been faced with any public criticism. The people who came out to support me, give a lot of positive reviews. Also, there are people who have brought out that there are negative factors about each and every individual, and there are things that I know I need to work on. But the way that they brought it across was given as constructive criticism. So, I need to smile a bit more. I know that. And so, when someone said that to me, Moesha, you have the ability to be an excellent Miss Dominica. However, not everyone can feel your personality from just looking at you. When you smile, there's a glow. So you need to smile some more. And because of the way that I was brought across, I'm working on bringing out that smile in every interview, when I'm walking across the stage, as well as when I'm meeting people on a bit of one-to-one, a face-to-face basis.
And we can see that smile now, very beautiful smile. Can you tell us more about who Moesha Thomas is? Because you spoke of your personality and not many people. So just go ahead and enlighten us a bit on Moesha Thomas.
I believe the best way to describe myself would be an extroverted introvert. And a lot of people do not understand that. I am not very social when you first meet me. It seems as though I'm sort of closed off. But when you get to know the kind of person that I am and you experience what it is to really be in my presence, you realize that I have a lot of energy. I am very social because now I am comfortable in your presence. I live my life by these 3 values. It's patience, gratitude, most importantly gratitude, and also accountability, because I believe these 3 things go hand in hand. Very often we are faced with situations and it may seem as though we work as hard as we possibly can and we do not succeed the way that we need to. But when you believe that you have done all you could, you took your time to go through each process, which takes patience, and at the end of the day, what you want is not yours. If you believe in gratitude, then you will understand that the journey itself was something to be grateful for, and you have learned something from that experience. My pastimes include reading. I have a love for fiction. I am a compa music fanatic to the absolute bone. That is what relaxes me. I love track. I represented Dominica for 7 years regionally, and that in itself brought out a part of me I did not know existed. When you are in sports, when you travel with other talented athletes, you have no choice but to be social. You have to be out there, participate. And so I've realized that I get along well with others, especially genuine people. So that's sort of what I'm all about.
Right, and you mentioned that you get along well with others, so I can say that you and the other contestants have connected quite nicely. Yes,
we have. And I think I'm lucky as well in that area because there's just always a positive energy. I enjoy sitting with these young ladies, and what I feel is that it's us against, not per se against the Dominican public, but people are not always kind. And these women are going to be on the stage by themselves as well. And so if when you leave backstage, you have that sort of support before you go out there to face the public, then that's a good thing to take with you. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we meet for meetings and for practice as well. And that is something I look forward to every week, in spite of all the things that we have to do. I look forward to that because these women give good advice. Their positivity is something I take with me throughout the journey.
That's good. And you know, a lot of people don't understand that it takes a lot to actually go out there and represent your country, because you become ambassadors for Dominica. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of courage, a lot of dedication. So a day in your shoes as a Miss Dominica contestant, what is that like, your personal training and so forth?
Overall, it's hectic. It was a change for me, as I'm used to going to work. I teach at the Orion Academy, and a job as a teacher is not an easy one. The work is never done. You leave the school, and when you get home, you're mentally preparing for the next day. So there's always something to do. Now, I have to do everything for work at work, because when I am done with work, there are my own personal practice sessions and also sessions with the Discover Dominica Authority. And to put together all of these things, to set up, you need to set up a schedule, because you cannot work the same way that you used to.
Yeah.
It feels as though there's not enough hours in the day or days in the week to do all of the things that I have to do. But I am getting on my feet. It's a learning process. When I started, I was exhausted always. because also it's something that you have to, it's a mental change. And I realized when you are mentally exhausted, there's also a physical toll. But recently, I've decided that throughout the day, when I wake up in the morning, I've listed the things that I have to do throughout the day. This is the goal for the day. When I get to work, I focus on work. When I'm done with work, I know that I'm going, whatever else I'm going to, that's what I'm going to focus on for the next 1 hour or 2 hours. And what has to be done has to be done. When I get home at night, I go through my day, what I have accomplished, what I am proud of, what I'm working on tomorrow. And so far, I've seen progress in the way that I've dealt with how hectic and how demanding pageantry has been.
What will your next step be if you win the Miss Dominica pageant?
I'm going to speak the Miss Dominica pageant into existence, or the winning into existence. I'm going to say when I become Miss Dominica, I'm going to begin by focusing on my platform. I want to involve the community or the school's principals or the parliamentary representative of each community to ask for permission or to let them in on the idea that I would like to invite successful sportswomen on island to speak to aspiring athletes, female athletes, and also young women who are not sure of what it is their next step would be. Oftentimes, I have realized that we respond better to getting the information from someone who has been there, done that.
Right.
Saying to me that going into sports can open career paths, can give opportunities. That's okay, a lot of things can give opportunities. But how difficult is it? Hearing about the experience from a past or a successful female athlete would change the way I look at things. Okay, so it's going to be difficult because it's a lot of hard work, and you may not succeed the first time. You are going to lose a number of times. But look at me today. I am a coach. I studied, I'm not speaking about generally, right? As a sportswoman, the advice would be that regardless of all of the things that I have gone through, I have succeeded in that field. And it has benefited me in these ways. Now, as a young person listening to that, you know of the steps. It has become clear of all the things that you have to do, all of the challenges that you have had to face, or you are going to face, and you are more open to taking on the challenge of putting your life into sports.
Thank you. Any final words?
Well, to the people listening, I would like to invite you to the Miss Dominica pageant on the 16th of February. And also, I would like you to follow us along this journey because it has just begun. There are a number of other interviews we have ahead, and the village launch is coming up as well. All of the young ladies are vying for the title on important platforms. So it's not just about empowering women through sports. There is the platform mental health, which I also believe is important. All of our platforms go hand in hand, and it is for the benefit of the young people of the country. So follow us along this journey. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.